Rumors have been swirling about Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, and things are getting a bit messy. The latest gossip centers on Cynthia's partner, Lena Waithe, who reportedly isn't exactly a fan of Ariana. Fans have pointed to Lena's cryptic social media posts as clues, suggesting some tension behind the scenes. The speculation is that Ariana's behavior has been unusual, to say the least, and it's making people uneasy. One post that caught attention features a throwback from a Variety interview with Paul and Ariana, where Ariana responded to something in a way that read, "insufferable." Some interpret this as a subtle hint that Lena isn't thrilled with the way Ariana has been handling interactions during the press tour. Another post Lena shared seemed more personal, featuring Ariana alongside a message about spending time together and cherishing connections. The cryptic nature of these posts has only fueled fan theories. According to some sources, Lena's frustration goes deeper. She allegedly feels Ariana has been overstepping boundaries with Cynthia, and some fans have long noticed the unusually close relationship between Ariana and Cynthia during promotions for Wicked. Observers pointed out that the pair were often overly affectionate, both on and off-screen, giving off a vibe that went beyond standard friendship. Adding fuel to the fire, rumors suggest that Ariana may have been exploring relationships discreetly and that Cynthia might not have been the first person involved. This has led to the playful but pointed nickname fans have given Ariana, "Mrs. Steal Your Girl." Lena, reportedly done staying silent, has been posting in ways that critics interpret as calling Ariana out for these alleged advances. This dynamic has only intensified during recent promotions for Wicked for Good. Fans have watched moments unfold, like Cynthia comforting Ariana after a fan incident, that felt unusually tender and intimate. Throughout interviews, the two emphasized their bond, repeatedly expressing how much they value each other and how they hope this friendship endures. Lines like, "It's been a pleasure getting to know you, and I hope you'll be there for the rest of my life," have become focal points, capturing both the warmth and the intrigue that surrounds their connection. What started as curious fan observations has now evolved into a full-blown narrative, with Lena's reactions adding another layer of drama. The story highlights not just the intensity of celebrity friendships, but how quickly public perception can amplify even subtle interactions into something much larger. Fans aren't the only ones raising eyebrows at the dynamic between Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. Apparently, Cynthia's partner Lena Waithe is feeling uneasy too. Reports suggest that Lena thinks Ariana is deliberately trying to edge her way into Cynthia's life, potentially even to steal her away. She's calling out what she sees as a manufactured public persona Ariana puts on to trigger Cynthia's protective instincts. Think about it. During promotional events, Cynthia has been quick to step in for Ariana, like that moment when a fan got too close and Cynthia immediately shielded her. To Lena, this seems like exactly the reaction Ariana is aiming for, and it hasn't gone unnoticed. Lena reportedly believes it's only a matter of time before Cynthia's closeness with Ariana could cross boundaries, despite the fact that Lena and Cynthia have been together for a long while. And given Ariana's track record, dating Ethan Slater while he was still married and seemingly unbothered by complications, it's understandable why Lena might be on high alert. Insiders say Lena is actively trying to set boundaries, urging Cynthia to create some distance, but it's tricky. Since the first Wicked movie last year, Lena has been observing this situation closely. She's posted comments on social media that hint at her skepticism, like when she shared a clip from a press tour interview with the caption, "I'm watching you guys, insufferable," or another post about maturity in relationships, subtly addressing the tension she perceives. Things get even more complicated when you consider the matching tattoos Ariana and Cynthia got. Ariana shared a heartfelt note with a tattoo, saying, "My Cynthia, I will never forget a second of this time with you. You are undoubtedly the fiercest talent to grace the earth, but even fiercer as a friend. I am so thankful for the incredible privilege that it is knowing and loving you." On the surface, Ariana Grande's words to Cynthia Erivo read as sweet, sisterly, and affectionate, a glowing testament to friendship in the public eye. But fans who have followed Ariana's career and personal life closely know that nothing in her world is ever purely platonic when it comes to the symbols she chooses to mark deep connections. Matching tattoos, in particular, have been a hallmark of Ariana's more intimate relationships, often signaling romantic or emotional significance rather than casual friendship. Whether with Pete Davidson, whose whirlwind relationship with Ariana was marked by a series of tiny cloud tattoos and elaborate family tributes, or other significant partners in her past, tattoos have consistently acted as physical representations of bonds that run deeper than mere friendship. This context, combined with Ariana and Cynthia's recent public behavior, has fueled speculation and concern. From outsiders, fans, and most notably Lena Waithe, Cynthia's long-term partner. From her perspective, the situation goes far beyond friendship. Between the persistent public displays of affection, the touchy interactions captured in countless press appearances, and the matching tattoos that Ariana and Cynthia proudly show off, Lena is reportedly feeling increasingly uneasy. What might look like innocent closeness to the general audience feels, to Lena, like a deliberate crossing of boundaries, a slow but unmistakable encroachment into the private life she shares with Cynthia. The concern isn't coming from nowhere. Ariana's history of whirlwind romances, her pattern of seeking intense emotional bonds, and her previous public relationships with high-profile partners have made her a figure whose personal connections are often highly scrutinized. For Lena, the stakes are personal. She isn't just watching a friendship blossom. She's observing her partner's attention, affection, and emotional energy being directed in ways that feel dangerously intimate. From hand-holding during press tours to whispering moments captured in candid photos and videos, these interactions have created a pattern that Lena can't ignore. Adding to the tension are Ariana and Cynthia's public declarations of affection, which blur the line between friendship and something more emotionally charged. In interviews and social media posts, Ariana has referred to Cynthia with language that closely mirrors how Cynthia once described Lena during the early stages of their own relationship, using terms like sister and proud sister. For fans who remember the timeline of Cynthia and Lena's bond, the repetition of this terminology reads as more than coincidence. It evokes memories of the same intense connection Lena shared with Cynthia, now seemingly mirrored by Ariana in ways that could undermine the trust and security of their relationship. The tattoos, in particular, carry significant weight in Lena's perception. While outwardly these are symbols of friendship, for Ariana, they often represent something much more. Tattoos are permanent and intimate markers of connection, and Ariana has a documented history of using them to commemorate serious romantic and emotional milestones. The fact that she has chosen to get matching tattoos with Cynthia, without a clear, platonic explanation, adds layers of meaning that are difficult for Lena to dismiss. From her perspective, the symbolism is loaded. It's a visual representation of a bond that seems to compete with, rather than respect, the boundaries of her own relationship with Cynthia. Social media activity has only intensified the scrutiny. Ariana's frequent posts, stories, and candid snapshots with Cynthia highlight moments of closeness that, while publicly framed as friendship, come across as unusually intimate. Fans have noted the affectionate gestures, the playful teasing, and the physical closeness, all signs, in Lena's eyes, of a potential emotional and romantic threat. The more these posts circulate, the more public the interactions become, placing Lena in the difficult position of watching from the sidelines as her partner is drawn into a dynamic that feels increasingly fraught. In this context, Lena's concern is understandable. She isn't simply reacting to jealousy. She is navigating a situation where personal history, observable patterns, and social media evidence converge. The combination of Ariana's intense persona, her history with whirlwind relationships, the emotional language used publicly with Cynthia, and the permanence of shared tattoos all contribute to a scenario that feels threatening to the stability of Lena's relationship. From her vantage point, she is witnessing her partner being subtly entangled in a bond that may go beyond what is appropriate for friendship, and she is reportedly unwilling to sit back and let it happen. Ultimately, this situation underscores the complex interplay between public personas, private relationships, and the ways in which social media amplifies every gesture, every interaction, and every symbol. While outsiders may view Ariana and Cynthia's bond as simply a sweet, sisterly friendship, Lena's perspective is shaped by the history she shares with Cynthia, the patterns she has observed in Ariana's past, and the tangible symbols, tattoos, gestures, language that suggest a deeper, more intimate connection. In short, what seems innocent to the world may feel like a clear encroachment to someone living it firsthand. And for Lena, that is not something she is willing to ignore. It seems Ariana might be following a familiar pattern with Cynthia, and things are only getting messier from there. Some insiders suggest that Lena's strong reaction isn't just about Ariana. It may also be tied to her own history with Cynthia. As the saying goes, you lose them how you get them. And in this case, that old connection seems to be coming back into play. Lena and Cynthia first crossed paths at the Met Gala in May 2018. It wasn't a fleeting red carpet encounter. They hit it off immediately. Lena later shared how excited she was to meet Cynthia, someone whose work she already admired. That night, she had the honor of presenting Cynthia with an award, and from the very beginning, there was a spark. Afterwards, Cynthia didn't shy away from expressing her admiration for Lena, calling her sis and gushing about how incredible she was. Fans noticed the closeness immediately, and it sparked speculation about something deeper brewing behind the scenes. From 2019 to 2020, the two were practically inseparable, attending events, red carpets, and industry parties together, constantly hyping each other up on social media, giving off the vibe of their own little universe. Here's the twist. While Lena and Cynthia were getting close, Lena was already in a relationship with Alana Mayo. They were married at the time, and yet shortly after Lena and Cynthia's public closeness escalated, Lena and Alana announced their separation, just 2 months after marrying. Fans immediately speculated that Lena's growing bond with Cynthia played a significant role in the split, despite the couple's public statement asking for privacy. Fast forward to Cynthia's current connection with Ariana, and some are seeing history repeating itself, and Lena is now experiencing the karmic repercussions. Ariana's reputation for whirlwind romances doesn't help. Her past relationships, including a short-lived marriage and a brief, headline-grabbing engagement to Pete Davidson, ended almost as fast as they began. The concern? Ariana's history suggests she may bring the same whirlwind energy into Cynthia and Lena's dynamic. Fans are noticing patterns. Ariana gets close quickly, intensifies bonds, and creates tension where it didn't exist before. And what really seems to have set off Lena's alarms? The language Ariana and Cynthia used to describe each other. Remember how Cynthia once called Lena her sis? Now Ariana is calling Cynthia her proud sister in Instagram stories, mirroring that same intimate, almost familial phrasing that originally marked Lena and Cynthia's closeness. All of this has fans and insiders wondering, is Ariana unintentionally repeating her pattern, stirring up tension, and inserting herself into a relationship dynamic that's already delicate? For Lena, the signs are impossible to ignore, but on the surface, it might seem harmless. After all, Ariana and Cynthia have been working together for years. But fans and insiders alike are speculating that the intensity of their connection may have rubbed Lena the wrong way. In an interview with Elle magazine, Cynthia spoke about the first time she and Ariana met. "I've gained a sister. At this point, we speak almost every day. Both of us were blown away by how connected we were immediately. I remember the first day we got together. It was at John and Ch's house. He played some songs for us and we sang together for the first time. Singing with someone is such an intimate experience, and knowing there was someone who was that open and available made it possible for me to be the same." Sound familiar? It's almost a mirror image of how Lena and Cynthia first met. Intense, instant, and deeply personal. With that history, Lena's concern makes sense. Adding to the tension, rumors suggest Ariana has moved on from Ethan Slater, her previous fling, who had met her while filming Wicked. Insiders allege that Ariana may have ended things with Ethan to pursue Cynthia, creating an even messier dynamic on and off set. Lena, however, isn't one to back down. She's reportedly determined to protect her relationship with Cynthia, willing to confront Ariana head-on, even if it means exposing her for being on the DL. There have been whispers about Ariana's bisexuality, with Victoria Monet claiming Ariana identifies as such. This might explain why her relationships with men have often seemed different compared to her intense connection with Cynthia, but of course, Ariana isn't staying silent. After initially ignoring comments about her closeness with Cynthia, she's now defending her behavior. In an interview, she explained, "I channel a lot of energy through my hands. I'm always holding a hand. I'm always squeezing something. I'm always reaching for someone. It's often about who I'm with. I like to channel support, energy, or whatever." But there's a catch. She's only ever been this touchy with Cynthia. To outsiders, it reads like a carefully crafted defense, an attempt at damage control. Meanwhile, Lena is watching every move. Between hand-holding on press tours, matching tattoos, and Ariana calling Cynthia her proud sister in public, it's understandable why Lena feels protective and frustrated. With Ariana's history of whirlwind romances and her openness to relationships with women, Lena's vigilance isn't over the top. She's ready to go to extreme lengths to safeguard her relationship, even if that means exposing Ariana. It's also worth noting that Ariana's public explanations, when she gives them, tend to lean on that familiar, people are reading too much into it stance. The problem is, that line loses force when the visuals tell a different story. A lot of fans aren't reacting to fantasies. They're reacting to pattern recognition. They've seen these emotional dynamics play out before, and not just once. From past relationships documented in interviews, paparazzi photos, and her own lyrics, Ariana has demonstrated a tendency to blur the line between romantic intensity and deep personal connection. Some people love that about her. Others feel it creates emotional collateral damage for anyone in her orbit. For Lena, that's exactly the issue. It's not about jealousy in the traditional sense. It's about watching a familiar script unfold and wondering if she's being cast in the role of the person left behind. Even if nothing physical is happening, emotional overtones can be just as disruptive. When acts of intimacy, from matching tattoos to affectionate body language, enter the public eye, they become shared property of the internet. Suddenly, strangers are diagnosing your relationship through screenshots and heart emojis. And while Ariana may genuinely intend nothing harmful, Lena is left dealing with a different reality. Optics matter, and the optics are loud.